Hey everyone, Connor here, and today we're back with another video. First things first, I have to say goodbye to two players. Two. One of them being Lewis Cyril and the other being Ryan Edwards. Two very good players. They honoured the Bay. They got us promoted last season, part of that squad. So thank you very much. That's first thing. Second thing is that you would have noticed the channel's called The Bay TV. I thought that's short, and it's I think better than Colwyn Bay FC fans channel. I thought it's just shorter and better, and yeah, I think it's better. So yeah, we're gonna go through the match. If we get it up on here, yes, it was 2-1 to Haverfordwest. This is Monday, at the time recording. When the game played on Saturday, yes. So, how do I think it all went? I thought the Bay were very good. Well, no. They weren't very good. They were alright, shall I say. But I thought they were good first half, and then at the end of the first half, they were better. Same second half, and they just gave it their all. But ended both halves, and they got the win. That's how I see it. You know, I've got all the players here. Alfie Brook, I'm going to go through, this is from 1 to 21. This is going in number order, by the way. So, obviously, number 1, Alfie Brooks. I'm going to say it was not really his fault for either of the goals, and I think the only goal that he's probably should have saved was the one at Barry, and you know, because it was near post, it shouldn't be beaten at near post. The other goals, however, have really been tap-ins. Number 2, Alex Downs. So I thought Alfie Brooks had a good game. Number 2, Alex Downs. He got fouled because he got dragged down, I think once or twice, and that shouldn't be happening for a man his size. He is massive. But he was captain, and I thought it was good. It was a better performance than we've seen in recent weeks. Number 3, Steph Heads. Steph Heads did well. He did well for his age and playing a few games recently. But he's played well. And the only times I'd say he wasn't at his best, I don't know whether it was the other player or if it was him. He hit balls into open space. However, the player didn't run onto it, or we lost possession. So, whether it's his fault or not, I think he did an alright game, which is very good for a 33-year-old defender, which is good. Number 9, Jamie Cumming. Jamie Cumming and number 10, Matty Hill, are just two amazing forwards. Jamie Cumming got an assist, and Matty Hill got a goal. Jamie Cumming and Matty Hill are they're very good for each other. You know, I think Jamie he's good. He was good on the ball. He got possession back. He was trying to think. That's why I'm pausing a bit. Matty Hill, he got the goal. He hit it first time. It was a very good goal. He should have buried the one at Barry, and we should have won that game as well. Number 12, Lloyd Marshoes, got taken off. I think it was at 45th minute at half time. I do think he still needs to earn his place, because Lloyd Marshoes, he's a good player. He's quick. We all know he's quick. We all know he's a good player. However, we need someone who can score goals. Someone who's very good at that. We've got Udi Akpan. And we don't know how he's going to be. And we've got Matty Hill, who's probably the most reliant person at the moment, and he doesn't score many goals. Top goal scorer from last year at 15. So it's a bit of an iffy one. I don't think he had a great game, but I don't think it was his worst. I don't think it was his best. I think we're going to see better games from him. So yeah, we'll see. Nick Rushton, number 17. Nick Rushton, yes. I don't know. I can see why people were criticising him, but I don't think he was that bad. I know a few misplaced passes and losing possession, but he did well. And you got to remember this team is, I was counting it up the other day, it's about 8, 9 new players that have all got to gel together, and yet everyone's expecting it to be like that. It's not going to be like that. It's the Cumbria Prem. It's a very tough league. It's not the Cumbria North. The Cumbria North is completely different. Cumbria North, you can make mistakes and get away with it. This league, you cannot make any mistakes. And in this league, you've got to be near enough perfect. You got to get crosses in. You got to have that man who can score goals. I don't know, a few teams don't have that, which is all right, because for us, we're not the only team that doesn't have a striker at the moment. But we don't know about Udi. Udi could be amazing. He could be scoring 20 goals this season. Who knows? We'll find out. Number 18, Gito Williams. I don't know why he got subbed off. He was very, very good in midfield. First half, I thought he should have stayed on. I don't know why he was brought off. I thought he had a good game, and he could also, midfielder, defender, whatever you want to call him, he could play anywhere at the back line, which is very good. Number 19, Sam Hart, coming back from injury, had a very, very good game. Coming back from a calf injuries and played 90 minutes, because it was at Cardiff Met when he actually was named as a bench and came on for a few minutes at the end of the game. So I thought Sam Hart did very well and lasted the 90 minutes. Number 20, Sam Turner. I thought Sam Turner, I think he'd be better, but I don't think it was his worst game. Like Lloyd, still got to find his feet, and plus, he doesn't really know these players, because Sam Turner is from Chester. He's been brought in to work with new players like Nick, like Lloyd, like just going through it now. Alfie, Joe, still going through it. Dan Jones, I know that the other Dan Jones, because we have signed the other Dan Jones. But yeah, you gotta. Everyone's expecting these players we signed to just gel instantly. That's not gonna happen. It'd be a miracle if it did. It's like Chelsea. They just bought all over players, and people expecting them to gel together. That's not how football works. They gotta take time. Things will take time for us, and it's the Cumbria Prem, like I say, much tougher league. So we just gotta stay up this season, 10th, minimum of 10th. That's what we gotta aim for at the end of the season. And number 21, Dan Jones, yellow card, came off for Dull. I thought he had a good game, in all fairness. People who came on, Kai Owen, he's good for coming back from a knee injury. Very good. I do think he should start a bit more, just getting a bit more minutes in before he can start, I think, and fair enough. But coming back from injury, I think he had a very good game. Donald O'Shawn, difficult one, because whenever he was on the ball, his crosses weren't amazing. Though he did scare the defence a bit when he did come on. He's about my height, so heading's probably not his strongest point. His crossing's definitely not his strongest point. Even if he sorted that out, and if he sorts crossing out, he'll be a very good player for us. Tommy Creamer came on for the second half, shall I say? Can't speak. But yeah, Tommy Creamer, I'd love to see him start, and I do think he deserves to start, because I think he's been one of our best players for the season so far. And last but not least, Tom McCready. He's back, baby. He's back. The captain's back, because we need this man, and we need him to start 90 minutes. Once he does, he'll be very good. It's the play we've missed. We need, and we've missed. And when he played, I thought he was very good. Even though he only had a few minutes, I thought he was very, very good when coming on, which is a good sign that he came on as well, because he came on the 79th minute. He can play at least 10 minutes, which is very good. So I thought that was a positive. Positive to take out the game. We scored first, and Matty scored. Those are positives, because if we can score now, we can score, and this gives belief for us. Another positive would be we're not conceding by roughly more than one goal. I know you got Carnarvon, we lost 4-0, but that was the first game of the season, and we didn't know what to expect, so you can kind of say fair enough. But since then, we've only conceded it the goal difference has only been 1. You know, we've kept it close and very entertaining, but we've got to start picking up points. I do understand that. I do think there was a few decisions. The ref, I thought the ref had a stinker. Did not have a good game. I thought he had a stinker, because Tommy got fouled twice. Once he was clipped, which when I looked at it back, it did not. It didn't look. The more you look at it, when Tommy got clipped, it doesn't look like a penalty. So maybe not. Sam, I think it's one of the Sams got fouled. I wish I'd have had a penalty. I'm not sure which Sam it was. So if you can find that, let me know. And also, Tommy got dragged to the ground, which was a blatant penalty, and I recorded it. So I did look at it back. Tommy did get fouled for it, so that should have been a penalty. But if you look at it, we are not far away from a win. We scored 2 goals this season. You know, we're not that far. And if you think about it, teams above us are Barry, Newtown and Haverfordwest, the 3 teams above us, and Pontypridd. In the bottom half, at the moment, from 7th below, is Pontypridd, Haverfordwest, Newtown, Barry, us and Aberystwyth. If we can try and pick some points out from those games. We've already done it against Barry. No, we've lost to Haverfordwest. We've still got Ponty, Newtown and Aberystwyth. Not this weekend, next weekend. But this weekend we've got Pen and Bonds. So that'll be good. I'm doing these match reactions after every time I've been to a match. So for example, and match highlights by the way. So for example, Pen and Bond I'm not going to this weekend, so you won't see any match reaction or match highlights. Because I haven't actually been to the game. Match highlights because how am I supposed to record if I'm not there? But Aberystwyth I'll be at, so you will get those 2 videos coming out after each other. I'm doing something new, which is a predicted lineup before every single game. Whether I'm going to it or not, I'll do a predicted lineup before every single game, which should be fun. So you'll see the Pen and Bond one coming out later on in the week, which is very good. I give you my thoughts and what I think will happen. I'll give you a bit of it now. I don't expect to win. No. Pen and Bond, if I look now, I are 4th in the table on 8 points, lost 1 match, drawn 2, won 2. So they're not going to be an easy side, we know that. Who knows, we could get a win. I'm not expecting a win. I hope for a draw, if I'm being honest. And then Aberystwyth, if we don't beat Aberystwyth, then we're not in trouble, but there's concern, because Aberystwyth have picked up 1 point, and Aberystwyth haven't scored a goal, because they drew 0-0 to Newtown to get that point. So they haven't scored. So in all fairness, if you think about it, we should win against Haverfordwest, and if we don't, then there's a bit of concern in the team. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. It's nearly 15 minutes long actually. More stuff like this to come. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye.